Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Bengals are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Browns, who will need to solve that secondary.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line with the Cleveland Browns. First and 10, Kaiser to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Johnson, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
A first down throw for Kaiser. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vontaze Burfict. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run here with Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Green will come in motion right. On the toss, Mixon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. Second down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Down carry here for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Underneath for Johnson. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 9-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Kaiser, third and goal. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 63 yards. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In motion right comes Green. A toss play to Mixon. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now Mixon. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Oh, look at this play call. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
On second down, Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 1, 9, check round.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Kaiser on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with his first career INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final play of the half. Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go to Johnson again, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. They'll roll him out right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. Another chance for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Red zone opportunity. Dalton, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Calling a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Yeah, it came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll run it with Johnson. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now they run with Mixon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90%.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Duke Williams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.